Jim here and my buddy Aidan.
Hi.
And as I'm sure you can guess, we've got something special for you today. We're also joined by Primaris Lieutenant or Lieutenant or Lieutenant, depending on where you're from in the world. Not sure what his name is. No, he's not telling us. Okay.
He's quiet chat.
Yeah, he's a bit camera shy. So yeah, today we're here to give you a very special treat. I'm sure you've all seen it before on the internet, but here's our version of it. So Aidan, what do we have?
Wash!
INDOMITUS!
Yeah, everyone's been waiting for this one. Yeah, we're going to do an unboxing. I don't think there's much more to say about it.
It's 9th edition in a box. Basically everything that's come before this, you shouldn't care about anymore. This is all that matters. Yeah, do you want to open it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously only one of us can touch this, and as you've noticed there's a bit of a gap between us. Keep opening it, sorry. Just because of social distancing and everything. Even though Aidan and I spend a little bit too much time together, it's still a top priority that we try and stay safe and healthy. Does kind of suck that I can't touch it though.
Yeah, how are we going to fix
chucking
that?
stuff on the floor again? Oh. Maybe I should just have my own copy. I don't know.
Would that work? I mean, there it is.
I think I cracked the table now.
Right, so hopefully there'll be a fancy little top down once it's open.
Mine's not. I had this yesterday. I've had a good look through it. I've resisted the urge to build everything. And I haven't actually read much either because I'm not very good at reading, so.
Fair enough.
Here we go. Box lid.
Right.
Heavy duty box lid. You know, got artwork on it.
Smells lovely.
Yeah.
It smells really good, you know. It's just exactly what you expect from GW smell. It's just perfect. Right, so we have our normal little cover that stops the box and stuff getting all stabbed up. Nice little bit of artwork.
They might not be able to hear you through it though.
Might not be able to hear me through it, but
No.
we'll see how that goes.
That's a really nice piece of artwork actually, yeah.
Tons of sprues. Tons and tons and heaps and loads of sprues.
Which one's first?
So first of all, we have the Primaris bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, chunky bikes. As you see from the previews, they look awesome, but when you actually see these things in person, they look even better. Like the detail on them is just incredible.
Yeah, the arms look really nice actually.
Oh, where are the arms?
Number 9 and number 20.
Oh,
There you
I've
go.
got a number 8 here. Oh yeah.
They are really nice though, yeah.
Yeah.
They're really crisp sculpts.
Especially on the body of the bike as well.
They're a bit chunkier than I thought they were going to be as well. I thought they were, for some reason, I thought they were going to be small, but they're Primaris, so.
You just have to make sure and don't, when you put the base together, you don't sculpt any rocks in front of them because then you get a -6 to movement because the bike can't clear it.
Is that one of the new rules?
No.
House rule! What else have we got?
Let's carry on with some Marines first.
Marines. Oh, but all my Marines at the bottom. Oh, hang on, I've got one right here. This is a Marine and a Necron guy. I don't know. I should probably have done some research and found out what the names of everything is. It could tell me in the
She'll
instructions.
tell you in the instructions.
Yeah. We're going to we try and get some really high detailed shots of all the sprues, which we'll have kind of like flipping in and out of the video. So hopefully you'll get to see that. Right, so this looks like the captain. We will call him a Primaris captain because that's what he's called.
Is that Captain McSkeleton shield?
Yeah, skeleton is not on the shield. You attach it separately, although half his rib cage is on the shield. It is insanely well sculpted, this.
I'm going to have to find this one.
Sprue D. And the Necron, we're going to call the Necron a
Wow.
Necron something. He looks like the Overlord. Oh, right, okay, that makes sense. I was expecting a really funky new name for it, but that is your classic Overlord kind of guy.
God, even the skeleton is like just insanely detailed.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about whether the rib cage should be fused or anything though. I just brought it up. There we go. That's for you people at home to discuss. Okay, next sprue. This is sprue C. So this looks like the Primaris. This is our friend here. He should probably get a name. I'm not going to give him one though because I don't want him to hit me. So it's him. We've got a lieutenant guy, and then we've got a royal warden who is a guy that looks like he's got a whatever the gun the Immortals have. I know he probably doesn't have that, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
He's got a really cool little necklace thing, a collar.
Yeah, doesn't he? Yeah, these are absolutely stunning. When you actually get your hands on these guys, like, yeah, nuts. Absolutely incredible.
I think the quality of these are actually better than the standard stuff they put out normally.
Yeah, I
For
think,
push fit, that is really surprising.
For push fit. There's no big smooth areas or anything like that you have to kind of like interpret.
Yeah.
They're just flawless, like just brilliant.
So far.
So far. So far.
Oh, look at this next one. This is disgusting. Right, what have you got next?
Right, so I've got the Combat
Marines.
Primaris sprues. I've got two of them here, so obviously there's 5 guys on each sprue. I didn't imagine. 1,
2 identical sprues, I think, and then one that's got other stuff on it. So yeah. Now these would be where I'd expect there to be dodgy casting because it's push fit, but can't see any yet.
No.
Oh, there's a guy with a bionic arm. I like that.
Oh yeah. Iron Hands Eater, heart out.
Or arm off or something.
But the poses on these, again, you know, if you haven't seen the previews, where have you been? Where have you been?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be watching this video though if you haven't seen the previews.
No.
Unless you're that dedicated to seeing my face.
But
I don't think so.
The poses on these are, they just, I mean, you see them in the previews, they look cool, but when you see the models, it's just different. It's just different. It looks brilliant. Right, on to the next one, because we don't want to do an hour long video here.
No, we need to keep it quick because you guys will get bored. This is, I've got the big Marine sprue.
Yeah.
So this is the one that's got the ancient, it's got the new like veteran shield guys, I closed the book, I can't remember what they're called. I'm going to call them shield veterans. They are called Blade Guard veterans, I knew that.
Oh man,
I should have done a list.
The ancient guys are standard, just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
It's interesting actually, the skeleton that's on his banner looks like it's like got character to it.
Yeah.
It looks like it's trying to say something. What's that? What's that? Yeah, at the end of the video I am going to tell them about the special stuff going on here. Don't worry.
Oh, special stuff.
Yeah.
What could it be?
You have to wait. It's got this new executioner guy on there, or executor,
man.
whatever he is, I don't know. The guy with the big flat sword.
His sword's almost 2 inches long, it's huge. No, like, I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I know. He's got a really big one.
Oh, it's got the chaplain on here as well.
The shields are just really nice as well. These new storm shields.
Oh, those giant melter guns. Oh, guys, this, like, everyone who's got these or getting these pre-ordered, like, you're in for a real treat.
I'm not really seeing any mold lines anywhere actually. There are a few, but there's none like in. There's not many that are in like really obvious places. Which is nice.
I've just found one here on one of the heavy melter guys.
Was on his leg.
Yeah, on the front of his leg panel, but it's really small, like a lot smaller than we're accustomed to.
Yeah, I'd say that's the every single one of those Gravis guys has got a slight mold line down the front of the leg and probably down the back, which is annoying because they got overlapping plates.
Yeah.
So
we
found the flaw.
It's the age old though, you know.
Yeah, where else are they going to go?
Like that.
If you put them down, they're going to go somewhere on that leg, you know. At least they go somewhere obvious so you can see where you're removing them.
Oh, they're incredible. Absolutely incredible.
I don't think I could put this down.
Right, on to the Necrons. So we've obviously gone over a couple of the HQ choices. So what have we got here?
We got a few sprues for the Necron. So which one have you got? The little one?
No, I think I've got the 3 leg. Yeah, I've got
Yeah, the little
leg
sprue.
guys.
I mean, yeah. These are the Scorpec destroyers, I think.
Big sword
I
guys.
think I've got one name right so far.
Well done.
And it's got the little floating things. I don't know what they are. They're the things that everyone's been interested in, but not really sure what they are. I say everyone. Some people. Me. Probably no one else. There we go. I'm going to call them.
If I hadn't seen the previews before though, look at this sprue, because the Necrons, even though they will be push fit, and they are push fit because they've got holes all over them, but you they're in so many different parts, you almost can't tell how they're going to look when you build them. But
unless you've seen the pictures.
Yeah, but the detail on these again is just so crisp.
Yeah.
And the damage on the plates and stuff on their legs and their arms, and yeah, a beautiful touch, like really, really good.
I like that. This sprue though looks the most exciting to me. This has got the big War of the Worlds-esque walker thingy on it. I'm going to find out what that's called whilst Aiden
Is this
looks at
the
it.
Overlord, or do you get a Cryptek with it? The guy with the long piece hanging from his, between his legs.
The long piece hanging between his legs.
He's pointing.
You really said that, didn't
He's
you?
pointing with a little crooked finger. Who's he?
That is a Plasmancer.
Oh right, that's completely new. No wonder why I don't know what it's called.
Royal Warden we've done. Scorpec Lord is probably on there as well. Plus
Yes,
the big Scorpec guy. We've had the destroyers. The little guy doesn't say what it is, so we'll have to actually look in a book.
And on this one as well, you've got like that big what that GW have said is the reanimation.
Reanimator. It's called a reanimator. Canoptech reanimator. Yeah.
Okay, so it's got that on this sprue. It's got the walk-in bin guys.
Crypto Thralls.
And then it's also got that.
The size of that thing's arm, like fingers, claws, talons. The big Scorpec Lord guy.
Mm-hmm.
His fingers are basically swords.
Yeah, the
They're
blades.
huge.
The blades on his
They're nearly the
fingers.
size of a guardsman.
Yeah, they're like an inch long, if not more.
Wow, this is getting good. And then let's get on to the last sprue so we can.
The thing I'm really enjoying about GW's, as they keep producing stuff, is just the models keep getting bigger and more extravagant, and they're just looking really cool.
Yeah, I think obviously there are a lot of people who aren't happy with some of the prices and things like that, but you can tell they're reinvesting it. That money's going straight back into the business. They're not just like.
I mean, by no shadow can you look at old models and look at the price and think that the price is comparable to the models that they're producing now at all. And I'm the first one to complain, but
I wasn't going to say it, but yeah.
But yeah, you looking at these.
Just looking at even the Warriors, they're
It's
just
worthwhile.
amazing.
And then with this box as well, is incredible value, particularly for the amount of models you get in, for the other stuff that we know is in the box that we haven't seen yet.
Like looking at these Warrior sprues, it wouldn't surprise me if these are actually just the normal sprues for them.
Yeah.
Like some of the other stuff, maybe not.
Yeah.
But obviously, I think you get 2 weapon options in here. Yeah, you do. So you get both weapon options for the squad.
Mm-hmm. There's just 2 of those identical.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason why they'd need to bring out anything else.
Unless people want to try and make really dramatic poses for their Necron.
Yeah, but they got so I think the Necron range is going to be probably 50% bigger, and maybe even more, maybe even twice the size after this. So why would you? Why you wouldn't have hundreds of these unless you're playing some sort of janky tournament list?
Yeah.
You know, and nobody likes that, do they? Apart from all you players who love tournaments. Yeah. So some of you don't like that. There we go. Oh, that's it. That's the models.
So, models done.
That's your little manual. It's got some lovely coloured artwork at the back, or pictures painted, models painted. I'm just so excited I can't say anything properly.
You got there in the end. Some more artwork to separate the books from all the stabby bits. I think it's the same. Yes.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay. So, what's this one?
Oh, that is a bag full of these things. So we get the Edge of Silence. This is like giving us the latest narrative. So this is basically set in Warzone Pariah, or like on the, yeah, it is set in Warzone Pariah. There we go, it's talking about the Pariah Nexus. So it's basically filling us in on where the narrative of 40k is set at the start of 9th edition. So it's set where the Psychic Awakening books end, funnily enough. And there's a whole narrative to it, obviously, about Ultramarines fighting Necrons and stuff like that, which, if you want to know about, obviously, this little book will tell you. There's also a novel coming out on release, I believe by Gav Thorpe, and it's called INDOMITUS.
Funny that.
Yeah. It better be, otherwise I've made a big mistake there. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is called INDOMITUS. So yeah, that'll give you more narrative. And obviously all the Psychic Awakening books have been full of narrative as well. So this has got all the, at the back it's got all the unit choices. So what are those little guys called? A plasma sight. Oh yes, I remember now. There we go. Yeah, it's quite cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Nice little book.
The little dioramas that they've got pictured in here are really cool as well.
Something else in this box.
Ah.
I don't know if you can hear me. I was whispering there. Underneath this big block, INDOMITUS by Gav Thorpe. There we go. I got it right. It's a new Warhammer 40k novel. Yeah, it's clever because it's the new 40k and it's a new novel. They've put it together.
I wonder if
Marketing skills, that is.
Skeleton McShield face is going to be on there.
Skeleton McShield face. Yes. Captain Skeleton McShield face.
Alright, the heavy bit.
You get a transfer sheet as well. Actually, I'll give you a quick chat through. So we got Ultramarines, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, Dark Angels. This is nice.
I've actually got the other
They
chapters on there.
They are the 4 front row chapters, I'd say, of the Marines.
Yeah.
Or depending on your view, they could be counted as legions. Let's not go into that.
No.
Book.
Yeah, got it here.
Tome.
There's more of a tome.
This is, I would say, I don't know. It's quite a bit big. Quite a bit bigger. Big. I can't. How can I word this so I don't sound like? It's bigger than the last one by quite a bit. There we go. That's what I was trying to say.
This is a substantial book.
Yeah, and also, if you get this special edition, which you only get in this box, the cover is a full art piece, which I'm trying not to open up too much.
No, you flex that one. That's fine.
Yeah. Oh, this is my copy. I can break it. Is that what you're saying? Okay, so it is the usual rulebook stuff. Lots and lots and lots of narrative. We've got a few fold-out pages with looks like the map of the galaxy and stuff going on.
And in some of the artwork here, like the tasters of battlefields and stuff, they've got a lot of the new models that they've previewed on the community page as well. So like the bone of contention, the buggies, and the drop pods, and the mounted cannons and stuff. All looks quite cool.
And just to give you an idea of how much lovely stuff is in here, 191 pages of lore and artwork.
Is there any lore in there?
And a little bit of lore.
Oh, that's good.
And then we're on to the rules, which is, well, actually most of you have found the rules online, I'm sure. GW posted them, but they are, let's see, how many pages of rules have we got? Loads. Making attacks is 20 odd pages in. There we go. So, nice thick wad of rules, which is about 40 pages-ish. Then you're into like different missions. Detachments, how detachments work. How you make your army battle forged. There's some universal stratagems, which there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, it looks like you've got your usual 3 from the old edition, and then there's some more. So yeah, talks about reserves and actions and terrain, which is obviously a big thing of 9th edition, is that terrain actually has a lot of interaction with your army.
One thing that's like just stands out to me, I don't know whether it will be a big thing for other people or what, but the way the pages are laid out is ever so slightly different to all of the codexes, all of the rule books and stuff that we've got for 8th. And it just seems like, I don't know whether it's the background being so much lighter or what, but I don't know, it seems a lot easier to read.
Yeah, when I first had a look through, I just felt it just felt like they got it right.
Yeah.
You know, when a lot of the time, like, you might look at a rule book and you're like, oh, I've got to find the page, and when you look at it, you're like looking at a page for ages trying to find stuff. I think the font size is maybe a touch bigger.
And they have, I think it is. And they haven't put too much on each page either.
No.
The pages are nice and spread out, and it just seems quite, for lack of better words, it just seems quite clean cut, like the way everything's been laid out and stuff.
Like,
it's nice to read.
Looking at like I'm in the open play bit now, but like a quarter of the page is pretty much blank, so it doesn't feel like you're overloaded with information.
Yeah. And it's not heavily loaded with artwork either. Like once you get to the rules, that's what the rest of the book's like. I mean, wait and see what the basic rule book looks like. But this limited edition one it's actually very nice just to own, to be honest.
We got some interesting stuff in match play, talking about secondary objectives. Then we've got Eternal War missions, and I don't know if there's going to be Maelstrom anymore. There's lots of Eternal War missions still. Let's get rid of that. Lots of Eternal War missions. No, didn't see any Maelstrom. That's a shame.
Really?
I like Maelstrom.
Oh, me.
But we're now onto narrative play. Crusade. This is what I've been waiting for. Talking about Crusade forces. There we go. I'm not going to. I want to sit and read this, but I'm not going to. Yeah, there's cool stuff in here. Ranked battle honors. Don't turn back, Jim. Special relics just for the Crusade. Look at that. Out of action battle scars. Oh. And then it's talking about making a list. There's some pages. Look, you can print these out. Photocopy for personal use only. There we go. Nice bit of artwork, and Crusade missions. Lots of missions. Oh, we might play some Crusade, I think.
Yeah.
I'm closing the shop. We're just going to play Crusade for a month. Rules appendix. That's handy. Lots of people need that. Blast weapons is. I mean, I think they've published the list online, but when you see it in the book, that takes up way more space than like the rules everywhere.
We're still trying to get through.
They like rammed it into one page.
There's so many Crusade missions.
What are those annoying guns that Aaron uses? Smasher cannons.
Are they on there?
Smasher gun. Smasher guns are on there. Aircraft, rare rules.
But to be honest though, like regardless of who brings what, there are so many
There's a lot in
guns here that are covered under blast.
Oh yeah.
As Jim said, like you've probably seen them already posted online, but everyone's got a chance. Like everyone's got options.
I bet there's someone who doesn't now. But you know.
Who?
I don't know. It's just the names of the weapons. I don't know which factions they're for.
Well, there will be. Right, so Tyranids are in here, and they're not very shooty. Who else isn't very shooty? Obviously, Orcs are in here. They're not very shooty.
Tau.
I don't know if Tau are in here because they're not very shooty, are they?
No. There's some really beautiful artwork at the back here as well.
Mate, there's beautiful artwork everywhere, and a nice little note in this as well is like just spread out throughout the rulebook. There's the developers' own armies that they've got showcased in between. Yeah. It's just a nice little touch.
I tell you, the one thing that I think is really cool as well is there's annotation like in the borders of a lot of the early part of the book, so the lore stuff. And I guess it's been written by, it probably says somewhere who the author is, but it's got like an inquisitorial kind of feel to it. So like on this page, it's talking about Gene Stealer cults, I think. No, Craftworld Eldari, sorry. The page before was Gene Stealer cult. Trust not in their appearance, for the Eldari are as alien to good, honest men as the vile Tyranids and savage orcs. There is no understanding them because there is nothing to understand. They are a random force in the universe. There we go. So it's very imperial view on all the different stuff, which is really cool. I love all that kind of little bit of fluff. Okay, right, stop. Put the book down. I think that's the box. Apart from bases.
I don't want to put it down. This is like.
Well, I had to put mine down because I need to pick something else up.
That's a really good book.
Obviously, this set goes up for pre-order on Saturday, which is the 11th. You can pre-order it through the Games Bunker website and many other places. But I'm going to give you a reason why you should pre-order it through us. We do have limited numbers, but from Saturday at 10 o'clock. If you spend £50 or more on our web store, you get entered into a prize draw. And the prize draw isn't for a copy of Indomitus. So don't worry if you feel like you wouldn't want a second set, although I don't know why you wouldn't. The prize draw is actually for a little friend of our Primaris Lieutenant.
Who could it be?
It's a Catachan Colonel.
Oh.
Now we've had a few of these come in, and I held on to them for something special. Let's give him quite a place in the middle. There we go. So if you want to have a chance of getting your hands on this model for 4 weeks running from this Saturday, spend £50 or more on the web store and you get a ticket to win this model. Okay, so you could do that multiple times, but it's not how many. If you spent £100 in one go, it would still only be one ticket. But if you spent £50 4 separate times, that's 4 tickets. Okay, I don't think I need to just explain it anymore.
Yeah, pretty self-explanatory.
So that'll be running for a month to win this one guy. From after that, there'll be another month. 4 weeks, not a month. There'll be another 4 weeks where you could win a second copy. And then after those 2 prize draws, we're doing a third chance to win a model. This will be a raffle, and it's actually going to be for a painted version that's painted by a good friend of ours, Rich Bokett, who's a very good painter. He's on Instagram. I'll tag him his Instagram post below if you want to see that. He's not like Golden Demon winner because he's never entered. That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah, but regardless, he's very talented.
Definitely. He's a very skilled painter. So you'll have a chance to get that through a raffle, which will have a ticket cost. And again, you could buy multiple tickets. But anyway, I think that's it for the video. Talking about Indomitus though, I will have a couple of bundles up on the web store that will save you even more than our normal 15% off. One of them will be a core box with a load of extras. So we're talking like chapter approved, the journal, the combat gauge, stuff like that. It's not everything that's coming out and released, but it's almost everything. And the other one is replacing the the Indomitus box with the core book. So it's essentially the same bundle, but you just swap out the box for a book. And that'll be live on the web store from 10 o'clock on Saturday. So, like I said, there's limited numbers coming in. My rep told us that last night that they sold out completely to trade accounts.
Already.
Definitely grab yours whilst you can.
Yeah, make the effort, guys.
Yeah. That's it, I think. Maybe have a tune at the end of the video, something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna try and play around with video editing, so hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Cheers, guys.